there everyone, Dan Dix here from Press for Truth. I just wanted to shoot a quick vlog today to give you some updates about some of the things that I've been working on in the last few days, and some of the videos that I've got coming up very soon. I was in Vancouver, British Columbia just last week, conducting a number of interviews, working on a big story that needs to be told. And I'm referring to a government takeover of a multi-billion-dollar industry here in Canada, and this is happening right now, right under our very noses, and not a lot of people are aware that this is going on. And I'm referring to the proposed changes to the medical marijuana program that we have here in Canada and have had for nearly 12 years now. In case you didn't know, it is completely legal here in Canada to use cannabis medicinally. It was found in 2001 under Section 7 of the Constitution that we have reasonable access, should have reasonable access to medicine. And since this program has been put in place, I believe the last numbers I heard were around 39,000 Canadians are dependent on this program for their medicine. And as it stands right now, these people can obtain their medicine either from a dispensary. There's a number of them located throughout the country, but obviously not everybody's going to live close to a dispensary, so they also have the option of growing their own medicine. Upwards of, I believe it's 6 plants per household, which I feel is completely reasonable for medicinal use. And then for the people who don't live close to dispensaries or don't have the equipment or the know-how to grow, they can get their medicine from licensed producers who can grow the medicine for them. And there's some 17,000 licensed producers right now who are growing cannabis for medicinal purposes to give to these patients. Now, the government is proposing to repeal the MMAR program. And if these changes take place, it's set to happen on March 31st of 2014. So these changes are coming up very soon, right around the corner. And what it will mean for the 39,000 patients who are dependent on this program is that, number one, they will no longer be able to get their medicine from a dispensary. They will no longer be allowed to grow their own. They will no longer be able to get it from these licensed producers who have been growing medicine for these people for 12 years now. And basically it will all be put into the hands of the government in giant factory-run farming type of factories that are going to produce all the medicinal marijuana here in Canada. So the government knows this is a huge industry that they want to cash in on. And as it sits right now for these patients, the cost for their medicine is typically around $1 to $4 a gram. This is for the people who are growing their own or getting them from a licensed producer. If these proposed changes go through, the government is going to be selling medicine for around $8 to $12 a gram. And that's comparable to the prices on the black market. And that's essentially what's going to happen, is it's going to force these people onto the black market. A lot of the people who are dependent on this and need this medicine are in lower income brackets, and they just quite simply will not be able to afford this. And we should have reasonable access to medicine here in Canada, and they are creating barriers to that. So there has been a coalition that has been formed to fight this repeal of the MMAR program, and I went down to BC and I spoke with the founder of the coalition, Jason Wilcox. I interviewed the lawyer for the coalition, John Conroy. I also spoke with Dana Larson of Sensible BC, who's trying to get a referendum to call for the decriminalization of marijuana in British Columbia. So again, that's something else entirely different, but if that does indeed go through, it could set a precedent. So and I also spoke with a lot of these patients who are dependent on this program, people with HIV, AIDS, people with hepatitis C, anxiety and depression, people with epilepsy. And they have found that cannabis works for them. And in fact, more and more breakthroughs are being made every day in regards to the medicinal benefits of cannabis. We're all familiar with the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana called THC, the compound that gets you high. But we are now learning that there are other compounds in the marijuana plant, other cannabinoids such as CBDs, CBGs, CBNs. And we're starting to find out that some of these are extremely beneficial depending on the ailment. If you're taking it for depression, you may want kind of a higher THC count. If you're taking it for epileptic seizures, you may want a high CBD count and a low THC count. So as it is now, the licensed producers, the dispensaries are able to play around with the dosages to get the medicine that's right for you. If these changes come through, the government is basically going to be producing this factory-run farm garbage is what it is. I've seen what they're producing. One of the major licenses that's been granted to an organization called Prairie Plant Systems, I believe they're called, out of Alberta, and it's just garbage. It's dry, shaky, leafy twigs and stems, seeds. It's just garbage of a product that they're trying to call medicine. And I mean, when we have BC Bud is a globally recognized brand, everybody in the world knows that those guys know what they're doing. And as I said, there's a lot of breakthroughs in regards to the benefits of medical marijuana, and now we're learning more about the benefits of high CBD counts and these various ratios that may work for you depending on what you're taking it for. So anyways, folks, I just wanted to let you know that this is going on. The proposed changes are set to take place in March of 2014, so this is coming up right around the corner. I'll put a link in the description to where you can learn more from the coalition against the repeal, and also they're having some benefit fundraising concerts coming up soon as well, and I'll put links to that in the description. But I just wanted to let you know to stay tuned. I've got some powerful, hard-hitting videos coming up very soon that expose this massive government takeover of the medical marijuana industry here in Canada, and we need your help to put a stop to the repeal of the MMAR program. So anyways, folks, that is all for today. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Take care.